Of course, I'm gonna say it's playing vick. I need to read.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Commanders and the Falcons, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Ready? Hey, check that.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there. They've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 86 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there to open the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2nd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 2 yards, good enough for 1st. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Falcons. Big play there. 65 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So that challenge is successful. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 31 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Richardson to the air on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down at 5. Richardson now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Richardson yet again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Richardson to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. On first down, Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier, and now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that... for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Darnell Mooney, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And you can see they lead the visiting Arizona Cardinals at halftime. Giovanni Bernard with 2 first-half touchdown passes. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very solid gain of 27. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. The second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his effort. Throwing it downfield, creating big plays. I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll... they can all the way to the end zone.
Now Richardson slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Back to the air with Richardson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for a touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 20, Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.